don't think there's much like adjustment. I think that I'm still sticking to my view is that the stimulus will bring some effect. It's just that people need to be a little bit more patient because I think that's the announced that there has been a very like broad picture announced by the end of September. But if we really look at the real policy, what are the real policies coming out, and what are the real like actual impact to all these internet companies' earnings? Probably people need to wait for a little bit long time. So far, the only thing that we have seen is that JD is going to be benefited from the national like subsidy campaign to the electronic sales because JD is the largest online platform selling electronic devices. But for Meituan, most of their merchants are restaurants, travel agencies, a lot of local service merchants, which means that people need to be a little bit more patient to see the recovery.
Where does that leave Pinduoduo that has been expanding globally, Shawn?
Right. I think for Pinduoduo, that they are basically the largest. They are well known for their low price strategy. But I think in coming to third quarter and fourth quarter, they are also increase their spending, both domestic and overseas. I think people's concern about Pinduoduo is that whether it could maintain its market share, whether it could continue to increase its market share under tough like economic environments. The other thing more is about Temu expansion, because we definitely have seen that Temu's, because of the recent U.S. presidential elections and the administration change, then some people would expect Temu is going to face more regulatory challenges in the U.S. Next year. So I think both these factors probably puts Pinduoduo's stock price into a little bit weak performance recently. But we still have long-term confidence to Pinduoduo. We think that it can continue to take market share both domestically and on global stage.
I'm looking at your note here, and you say that you expect Taobao to benefit the least from the stimulus compared to JD, Pinduoduo, and Meituan. I want to talk about Alibaba because just in recent weeks, we heard from the company that they are going to be combining or have already their international and domestic e-commerce business. This is their core. The company at the start of the year announced this major business restructuring into 6 business lines, and then now is further going ahead with another, not really a restructuring, but streamlining their business, focusing in on their core. What do you make of this, and what is your call on the stock?
Well, I think that the assessment that I had in my last note is mainly because of the category mix. Because Taobao is most famous for apparel and beauty makeup, but if you look at JD, it's the strongest category is electronic devices, and Pinduoduo is for food and low-cost things. And so that's why JD and Pinduoduo are probably going to be more benefited from stimulus. The other thing that you mentioned about the combination of the national and domestic e-commerce, yes, we have seen some early stage project. For example, that I think there's a Taobao is trying to, sell more apparel to Southeast Asian countries just through the domestic supply chain. But that's something that's very early. We need to see more practical results coming out for the combination of domestic e-commerce and international e-commerce.